was a warm morning on the road from Bethany. Jesus walked with his disciples, the sunlight gently lighting their path. There was something different about this day, something sacred in the air. As they moved forward, Jesus paused and looked toward Jerusalem. The city lay ahead, waiting. He knew this moment had been written long before. This was the day the king would come. Turning to two of his disciples, Jesus gave a simple instruction: go into the village ahead. There you will find a donkey tied with her colt. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone asks you why, tell them, the Lord needs them. The disciples nodded and set off quickly, their hearts full of curiosity. Just as Jesus had said, the donkey and her colt were waiting by a house, quietly tied near the gate. As they untied the animals, someone called out, "Why are you taking the donkey?" The disciples replied just as Jesus had told them, and the man, understanding in his spirit, let them go. The donkey wasn't meant for just anyone. It was for the Messiah. Returning to Jesus, they laid their cloaks on the donkey's back, making a simple but worthy seat. Jesus climbed on, humbly taking his place, not on a stallion of war but on a donkey of peace. He began to ride forward. His disciples walked beside him, and the road, once quiet, started to stir. Word spread like fire through dry grass. Jesus was coming. People ran from every direction. Families, merchants, children. Joy lit their faces as they gathered. Some took off their outer cloaks and laid them on the road, making a carpet for the king. Others reached up to the palm trees, tearing branches to wave with delight. The path to Jerusalem came alive with celebration. Voices rose up in praise. Hosanna! Hosanna to the Son of David! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Children laughed and waved palm leaves high. It wasn't just a parade, it was prophecy in motion. Jesus smiled gently as he rode, his heart full of love. He saw every face, heard every cheer. The city was rejoicing, but not everyone was joyful. Some Pharisees in the crowd scowled and called out to Jesus, "Teacher, rebuke your disciples." Jesus looked at them with calm authority and said, "I tell you, if they keep quiet, even the stones will cry out." His words echoed over the hillside. As the city gates came into full view, Jesus grew quiet again. He stopped, gazing at Jerusalem. And then he wept, not for himself, but for the people. "If only you had known today what would bring you peace," he whispered. He saw the celebration, but he also saw the cross that lay ahead. The massive gates of the city opened wide, and Jesus entered Jerusalem, not with an army but with peace. The streets inside were filled with music and laughter. Children sat on their fathers' shoulders, waving palms like royal flags. People danced, sang, and praised God with tambourines and voices lifted high. From the temple porch, priests and teachers of the law watched silently. Their hearts were not filled with joy, but with worry, even jealousy. Still, Jesus rode on, heading toward the temple, his Father's house. It stood tall and glowing, like it had been waiting for this moment. Inside the temple courts, children continued to sing, "Hosanna in the highest." Their worship filled the space like sweet perfume. Jesus stood in the temple, calm and majestic. The king had come, not with swords, not with crowns of gold, but with humility, love, and a mission of peace. Hosanna in the highest.